Couture tracksuit, Victoria's Secret shine strap bra. So I'm living my girly, juicy dream as an adult with my adult money. So there you go. I ended up putting the Juicy Scotty Dog, well, a Juicy Y2K girly, then the Scotty Dog itself. And with the Scotty Dog stitching, it's just like chef's kiss, you know what I mean? So the bag already came with this chunky, juicy heart charm, which I love. And then this like card holder, which I didn't end up putting any cards in it. I'm just afraid of it slipping out if I'm out, or like, I don't know. It just makes me nervous, I'm not gonna lie. I put this Hello Kitty keychain on her too because Hello Kitty was that girl, always been that girl. She is timeless. So yeah, Hello Kitty, super cute leopard print one. I love the velvet bow on this. It's giant and so pretty. She came on the bag. And then this Hello Kitty, I just decided to put on her too, just to add to the whole like charm theme going on. But girl, I want to sit down and show you the contents of this bag because it is a junk bag, quite literally. She's filled with junk. Like, I'm usually not a big bag girl, but I'll be a big bag girl for a daydreamer. This is my Y2K It Girl What's in My Bag. Okay, so I feel like all the It Girls of the early 2000s had a Juicy Couture bag. And if they didn't have a Juicy Couture bag, they had an LV bag, like Takashi Murakami or whatever the heck, you know what I mean? So I thought about using that bag, but I was like, no, nothing does it for me than a Juicy Couture bag. So part of this is for funsies, and part of this is because this is what I actually would carry in my bag. But some of the things in this bag is just like for funsies, all right? So receipts, I mean, unavoidable crumpled receipts, a giant scrunchie, like, girl, a super giant scrunchie. I love her though. I have Victoria's Secret teas, Teas Noir, I think that's what it's called. The bottle itself just gave me Y2K Victoria's Secret girly vibes. But yeah, I don't know, something about it just screamed Y2K girly. And yeah, this takes me back to like what I would be smelling like walking through the halls in high school. It's crazy how much a scent can bring you back. But yeah, so this I actually didn't buy. My best friend gave me this like a couple years ago, I'm gonna be honest with you. She smells just like I would have in my high school era. I have a hairbrush. Just wanted to pack a really cute, girly, glittery brush. All right, I've shown this before. This is a vintage kinda Victoria's Secret wallet. So this was the wallet that you could put your phone in. Back when I bought this, I think I had the iPhone 5 or 4 or something like that, the little cutesy one. Victoria's Secret used to put really big logos on their things, and I miss that. I miss when they like, it was just so out there. They don't do that anymore. I have my keys. I always show these in all my What's in My bags. I never switch out my shine strap because I don't want to ruin my other ones. I know it's so stupid. I know I probably should be using them, but I don't want them to get dirty. I just use them as display, and that's so dumb. That is so dumb, but I'm just a girl. My house keys, I've gone over this before. but I keep my old apartment, my first apartment keys on here. Yeah, don't tell nobody, but I mean, I won't be able to get into my old apartment anyway. I'm pretty sure the landlord of that apartment switched the locks, because every time someone moved out of their unit, he would switch the locks. So these are just nostalgic to me, and I'll probably put them in a scrapbook one day or something. But my first apartment meant a lot to me, so yeah, I have the keys to my first apartment on here. So silly. I have my Vegas keychain on here. When my man went to Vegas, he got me this keychain. Yeah, he went to Vegas and experienced Vegas without me, but love that for him. So he brought me back a keychain. And then my house keys are on this My Melody thing, which my man hates. He says he can't open the door with this and it's stupid. So next I have Victoria's Secret Pink Warm and Cozy Lotion. This is actually pretty nostalgic. I used to not like this scent. I don't know why. I think it was the toasted coconut, because I love coconut, but sometimes the toasted coconut just throws me off a little bit, but I actually love it in this lotion. So warm and cozy. These are very nostalgic to me too. It's the Body Fantasies. I've showed this on my channel before. I have the vanilla one, I have the cupcake one, and then I have this one, but this one is my favorite. But yeah, Sweet Crush. If you're ever in Walmart or Family Dollar, smell Sweet Crush, and I promise you, she smells so freaking good. Next, I have these glasses. I actually got these for Christmas, and these are the most Y2K themed glasses that I have, because I usually don't go for the big bug eye glasses look. But because these are Versace, they just, you know, because they're so bug eye and big and just, you know, I really like these though. They're so cute. They cover your whole face, you know, they cover your whole face. Next, I have this Juicy Couture mini fragrance. They just smell like a Y2K it girly, you know? So this has the cute little Scotty dog on it too. Next, I have some Juicy Couture tissues. It's so funny because back in the day, my mom, for back to school, always made sure we had these types of tissues, not the Juicy Couture themed ones, but like tissues like in the cute little to-go packs for school. Next, I have this little brush mirror thing. I used to have something similar to this too back in the day. Like these were like all the rage, these things, like the to-go brushes. And I remember my dad even having one. I know that sounds so silly, but my dad even used to have one of these, and he thought that they were like the coolest thing. I don't know, I don't remember how old I was when these became a thing, but yeah, these are low-key nostalgic to have too. Not this particular style, but just like the to-go brushes in general. Cute little mirror Hello Kitty. I have a brand new lint roller. I just added this to my bag because I did just get a lint roller. I forgot to include this in my Dollar Tree haul, but it was a boring item, so I didn't include it. But I got the like 2-pack of lint rollers. Lighter, a pink lighter. I do not smoke, okay, but I feel like this was essential in your bag. I used to smoke. I did. I need to do a separate video for you girls, like a get to know me, because I've never done a get to know me on my channel, and there's probably a lot of things that you girlies didn't know about me that you would probably love to know. Lots of tea, but yeah, I used to be a heavy smoker. Cigarettes and the other thing. Yeah. If you want to know about me, like the ins, the outs, the tea, everything, like this video so I know, or comment get to know me. I have a mesh pouch. This is usually in all my what's in my bags just because she's so cute. I have this super chunky chapstick. This is so Y2K, is it not? Just a huge chunky chapstick. She's donut scented. I got this at Dollar Tree. I have a super glittery holographic lip gloss. She's super glittery. Like, yeah. Yeah. I have Victoria's Secret Candy Baby. Super nostalgic Victoria's Secret lippy. This is actually one of my old lipsticks from 2012, I want to say. So not necessarily early Y2K. However, that is when I first bought this. So I do have my old MAC lipstick collection. I just put them out on display now. I would never actually use them. But this one specifically, I have another one in my bag and we'll get to that, but this one specifically was one of my absolute favorite shades, and she is the shade Saint Germain. I remember when I worked at Macy's, the MAC counter girls, like, I just dreamed of being one of them. I never worked for MAC, but it was a dream job of mine back in the day. But I remember I would go over to them and be like, where's your pink lipsticks? Like, I need a pink Nicki Minaj lipstick. And she was like, Saint Germain. And I was like, ooh. So, look at how much I used. This does not go up anymore. She's up all the way. Look at how much I used. I used this so freaking much. I was obsessed with Nicki Minaj. And I wanted to be her, quite literally. So yeah, I used this all up. This is like a purpley pink. But yeah, Saint Germain was my girl. So she was well loved. I don't even use any of my lipsticks down to this anymore, which is actually sad because I buy so many lipsticks that I don't give myself a chance to love a product this much. And that's actually really sad that I've come to the realization right here on camera. But like, not only that, like, I just, back in the day, I had, you know, my own money. I worked at a very young age, so when I would get my paycheck from work, I would immediately run to the mall or, you know, buy whatever I wanted. And MAC lipsticks were like at the top of my list, and because they were so pricey even back then for me, like, I cherished this lipstick. Just so you know, I've always been a pink girly. I've always been a girly girl. This didn't just happen. So next, this is very vintagey. She's missing some gems. I kind of want to take these gems off and re-glue some, but she is missing 2 gems. I've had this forever. She has a built-in mirror and she holds your lipstick, and I thought this was the cutest thing. And I stopped using it, but when I was going through my room trying to find like Y2K themed things, I found this and I was like, oh my gosh, I used to love this. Like, you can literally put your lipstick on in the built-in lipstick holder mirror. Like, girl. So the lipstick I chose to put in here is also from my old MAC collection, and this is Candy Yum Yum. The name is just faded off, and That's how much I used of Candy Yum Yum. Not as much as Saint Germain, but Candy Yum Yum was also really pretty, and I can see why I didn't use Candy Yum Yum as much, because Saint Germain is just a different pink. This is Candy Yum Yum, so still very pretty. Next, there is a story behind this too. I have my camera, you guys. Oh my gosh, I wish that she takes batteries. I don't know if you can charge her, but I don't have like the proper batteries to go in this, because you need like the heavy duty like Duracell or like Energizer, you know, not the cheapy Dollar Tree batteries. And then I have my SD card in here as well, which is important because this camera, I wish I could turn her on. My parents actually bought me this camera for my birthday when I was in 6th grade, I want to say. I think I was in 6th grade. I remember them asking me, what do you want for your birthday? And I was like, I want a pink digital camera. And they went out and bought me this Samsung one. But this camera holds a lot of memories in it. And I hope that one day when I do get really good batteries, I can show you what I used to look like, how I used to dress, which is actually really silly because I used to wear suspenders and I used to wear leggings and then shorts over the leggings, or like tights and then shorts over the tights with boots and stuff like that. Like, girl, what the heck was I thinking? I thought I was iconic. Next, I have this Hello Kitty fuzzy notebook. I hope you girlies stayed for this, because this is very, very, very nostalgic. This is a Lisa Frank like mini binder stationery thing, and she unzips, and then inside she has a mirror. Did I catch that on camera? I don't know, but we'll see. Anyways, girl, that's why when people like love on cats and think cats are cute and oh my god, cats are not an aesthetic pet. They're cute as fuck, yes, but they'll throw up on your bed. So if you are thinking about getting a cat, or if you just got a cat and you're in the honeymoon stage of that, girl, they'll throw up on your bed. They'll get litter crumbs everywhere. They shed. They'll chew on things that they shouldn't chew on. So although I love my kitties, they're fucking annoying. But I love them. But they're annoying. Anyways, back to the video. You were that girl if you had anything Lisa Frank, okay? So she's like a little mini binder. This is like an old school Lisa Frank stationery thing. I have this fishy one, like Sweet Chop Cutie Patootie. So before like Bratz, like Barbie will always be that girl. Like I grew up on Barbie. I love Barbie. But I also grew up on Bratz because it was just like the in-between. It was like the next thing. And I was still young enough to play with dolls. But then like before Bratz, like Lisa Frank just drew girls in such a baddie way that we've never really seen before. So I could be wrong, it could be a stretch, but I feel like Bratz could have been like, I feel like Lisa Frank was Bratz inspo. because you're gonna tell me not. And then I have these papers from my stationery as well. So cute, you guys. Look at her. She's so cute. This girly again. And then this was my other favorite. I had a folder with her before too. Love her. You cannot tell me she wasn't, these aren't Bratz. Like Bratz wasn't inspired by this. Because who else was making girls look like this? If Lisa Frank came out with dolls, like, they slacked on that because their dolls, what? They're so freaking cute. Who remembers this? I used to have all of these when I was younger. Literally all of them. And I was in camp, summer camp, and I made the mistake of bringing my entire collection of these Bratz cards. My mom would literally buy me a pack like every week. So I had like 50 of them. I had duplicates and things like that, but I had a lot of these. And they were like trading cards or collecting cards or whatever. And now I only have this one because it was safe in here. But my mom told me, don't bring that, someone's gonna steal it from you. And I brought it and I never saw it again. And I cried. And that was the end of that. So I only have Megan left. So sad. But she's still so cute. She's cute. Oh well. And then I have this. This was in there too. Just a bunch of stickers. And some Valentine cards. I must have saved these from a pack that I passed out when I was younger. But this is what strawberry shortcake looked in my young generation. Like, that's the old school one basically, and the one on my blanket. But in the early 2000s, this is what strawberry shortcake looked like. Super cute. So I still have those. Girl, I almost forgot. I don't know how long this video is gonna be, but I put in this bag things that were giving Y2K that I could have potentially added to this bag, but I didn't. And I found my old hit clips. It doesn't really work anymore. That's what it's giving, but I don't know if it just needs a battery change or something. I don't know what batteries go in here. It says AAA, so I can actually probably replace the batteries, but who remembers hit clips? I remember when I was in elementary school, I had the one that came with the headphones and you clipped it, but I really wanted the radio one, and I ended up having the red radio, but my cousin had the blue radio and we traded, and I believe this one was his. So yeah, hit clips. If you have no idea what hit clips was or is, it's this device. So whether it like a little CD looking thing, and you put the little clip in it, and you can collect all of these little things. And this one here is Oops, I Did It Again by Britney Spears. I used to have a Beyonce or a Destiny's Child one and something else. I had a bunch of these and I have no idea where they are now, but I was able to find this one, and what you do is you just put this little thing inside this slot and you press the button and it plays like 15 seconds of the song. So this one will be like, oops, I did it again. But yeah, it just plays a few seconds of the song, maybe like 15 seconds. And these were like all the rage back in the day. I remember I went on a field trip with my camp and I had like 10 of these on one keychain, and I don't remember where they are or what happened to them, but I had so many, girl, so many. And you could get these at like Walgreens. That's where I got mine, Walgreens. Walgreens used to be that store when I was little. I loved Walgreens. Yeah, this is so nostalgic. I wish I could find my Bratz camera. It's somewhere, I just don't know where it is. When I moved, a lot of my stuff is still in boxes, so maybe it's in the basement or something. I don't know, but I had that too. Yeah, that is it for today's video. Like I said, I hope you found this fun. It's definitely different from all my other what's in my bags. This one was more like memory lane type. I don't know, girl, but this was really fun to film and I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see all of you beautiful girlies in my next video. Let me know if you want to see a get to know me, because yeah, I think that would be really fun for you girlies to actually know more about me than just me being a girly girl. And I have kids, and I think that's pretty much it. All you guys know about me is I'm a mom and I love girly things. I mean, that's it. So yeah, you girlies deserve to know who you're subscribing to, and there's just so much that I'd love to share with you all. So yeah, if that's something you're interested in or would be interested in, please let me know. And I'll see all of you beautiful girlies very, very soon. Thank you for watching. If you stayed to the end, thank you so much. I love you. And I'll see you soon. Bye, girlies.
Can we get it together?